Okay, so we're going to proceed further the chapter 13, Fun with Magnet. So today we'll discuss about the magnetic field. So let's see what is magnetic field. There was an activity in your NCERT book. Let's follow that. So in this activity you can see it is in boundary or a separation, and above that a magnet is placed, and below that a cardboard is there where with the help of a thread a paper clip was attached, and that paper clip is directed upwards. No, if the magnet is removed from the above, the paper clip is going to be lying over here normally. But as the magnet is here, so it is directed upward. Why? Because paper clip is a magnetic substance and it will attract by the magnet. Okay, so the paper clip is attracted by the magnet because of the field created by the magnet. That is called magnetic field. Field means area. Area, the magnet which create, in which the power of the magnet is working. So here I am going to show you the lines of field. So if it is a magnet, so this is the field or area created by this magnet. Okay, so within this area, if any magnetic substance is there, it will attracted by the magnet. Okay, so as the paper clip coming within the area of magnetic field of this particular magnet, so it is attracted. So if any magnet is placed over here and any iron nails, it is an iron nail, and as it is coming in the magnetic field area, so it will going to cling to over here or stick to here because it's having a field, it creating a area around it. So this magnetic field depends upon the size of the magnet or the power of the magnet. Okay, if the size of the magnet is big, so it will create the large area. If it is small, then it will create the small area. It's depending upon the size and the power of the magnet, it's going to create the magnetic field around it. Okay, and if any substance, magnetic substance is coming in that particular area, so that then only it is going to be attracted by the magnet. Okay, so a field or area of attraction created by a magnet is called magnetic field. Hope you're clear. Again I repeat the sentence. The area of attraction created by any magnet is called magnetic field. Okay. Next move to the poles of magnet. So you all know Earth having two poles. The same way magnet also having two poles. Earth having north and south pole. The same way magnets also having two poles. Okay, north and south. So poles of magnet. So if it is a bar magnet, any magnet, if it is a, so it must have two poles. It must have two poles, north and south. Okay, and the maximum strength, the maximum power of the magnet lies in the pole. That you can easily test. If you are going to take this magnet inside any soil, inside any sand particles or any iron particles are there, if iron powders are available with you, otherwise you simply put this one with the inside the sand contains lots of small iron particles. Okay, so you will find that maximum number of iron is going to be cling or stick to this part. Okay, maximum number of particle is going to be the pole. Then that here it will become very less, this side one, and at the pole, it become more and more. So from here it is found that this pole of the magnet having more strength of magnetism. It have more power of magnet. Okay. So maximum magnetic material is going to be attracted by the north and south pole. Also, the earth of us behave like a magnet. If your weight, your earth is divided into two parts. You all about know. If you're going to move towards the north or south pole, so your weight is going to be increased, because our weight is depend upon the attraction power of earth. So as we move towards the north or south pole, the earth is going to attract more and more. As much as it attract to us, that much is our weight. So from here also, this is the same property we can find in the magnet. Magnet having more strength, it having more strength at the pole. More strength, or you can say power at the poles. Okay. So it having two pole, north and south, and it is having the much strength than that of the middle part of the magnet. Okay. So it is practically proven that if you're going to divide this this magnet into two parts, I'm going to cut it over here. I'm going to cut it. So I'll make a two part. So when I'm going to make a two part, so already it has become the north and this is the south part. So as you divide into two parts, again each part become as a magnet. So it will automatically appear the north and south. So a pole always exists with two poles. A magnet always exists with two poles, north and south. How many parts you can make a magnet? Each part having a north and a south pole. Okay. So this is all about the poles. Next, move to the a property of the magnet is repulsion and attraction of poles. Okay. So next topic will go properties of poles. So already one property we have read, that poles have a lot more strength. Next, we are going to read about the attraction. So here the unlike pole attract each other. Unlike poles attract each other. Means if it is a magnet and it is another magnet, the pole is going to be attracted if it is a north, south, it is south and north. Then only there is an attraction. It means what? Unlike. They are not same. Unlike means opposite. You can write over here. Unlike, it is a opposite pole. Opposite pole. Means north will attract by the south pole only, and south will attract by the north pole. So there is an attraction between the opposite poles or unlike poles. Next is your repulsion. Repulsion means far away, okay, not attracted. So like poles repel each other. Means what? If it is a magnet and it is another one, if it is north pole, south pole, and it is north and south, so they are the like pole, means same pole. The same pole will not going to be attract. They are not going to be attract. Also, if it is a south pole and it's not side, then also there will be no attraction, it will be repel each other, means separating each other, it means repulsion. So it is a property of the poles. First of all, pole have the more of the strength, more of the attraction power is lies in the poles. Then unlike pole or opposite pole always attract towards each other, and the same pole or like poles always repel each other. It's a property you can also, if you have two magnet with you, so you can check. If you find, see in the magnet it's not written north or south, okay, so then if you're going to put this two magnet with each other and you find the repulsion, they are not attracted, it means they must be either they are north or south. There must be like poles. So if you have magnet in your home, so you can test with all this attraction repulsion property, you can see over there. Okay, so this is the properties of poles. Next we are going to move use of magnet. So nowadays magnets are widely used, but magnets are also known to the ancient people. Ancient people using magnet to find the direction. Okay, to find the direction. Find the direction. So how the magnet is helpful to find the direction, let's see that. So previously the navigators, those who are travel by water, so they are always using the magnet, or we are going to read over here a compass, which is going to indicate them the directions. So there are four directions: east, west, north, south. So how this magnet helpful for them, let's see. Okay, so when you going to suspend, so if it is a rigid bar, okay, it is a rigid bar, so with the help of a thread, if you going to suspend a magnet, okay, so you'll find that so you know this is the direction one, east, west, north, south. So if you take a magnet and tie that magnet with the help of a thread and just simply you hang it or suspend with the help of a hand or somewhere else, okay. So if you're going to suspend any magnet like this, so you'll find that it always pointed to north and south, okay. It is pointed towards the north and south. If it is a magnet, so if I do hang it like this, so it is going to point it towards the north and south. So the end which is pointed towards the north side become north pole, and the end which is pointed towards the south side is a south pole, okay. So in this way the north and south pole name is given to the magnet, okay. And by this property of always pointing towards the north and south help the navigators and the ancient people to find the direction. Nowadays we are having lots of technology to find the direction. That time it is not available, no, maps are not available that much. So they are using the magnet which is going to be pointed towards the north and south pole. So they can easily find the north, south, east, west, because the right of the north is your east and the left is your west. So this is how the magnet is helpful for finding the direction, okay. By this property, later on the compass has made. Also compass you might have seen, it is a glass case, a glass box you can say. Inside it dials are there, north, east, north, south, east, west, northeast is written. Within that box there is a needle pointed towards the north and south, okay. So let's see about the compass one. What is compass? Let's see compass, okay. So what is compass actually? It is a It is a glass case or box with direction and a needle pointing towards north and south direction. Okay. So it is a glass case or box with the directions written and a needle pointing towards north and south. So how the compass look like? It's a round dial like structure. Okay, within that it's written north, south, east, west, northeast, southeast, northwest, southwest. Okay, over here there is a needle like structure. Okay, so it is a needle like structure. So the red one, the red pointing one is always your north. Okay, and the other end, the black one, the black painted one is your south side. Okay, and it's having a glass cover. It's having a glass cover. So this is how the compass look like. You must have used it, the compass one. So this is how the compass. So this compass is useful to find the direction. Okay, if you're going to place anywhere the compass one, we're pointing towards the north and south and can show you the direction. Okay, but if if I going to bring any magnet near to the compass, what happened? Let's see. So if I going to bring any magnet over here who's having north and south pole, so it immediately this end of north and south is going to come. The north side is this one now, so it is going to be pointed towards this north, like this. So if you're going to rotate this magnet around this compass, the same way the needle also rotating, because as earth is behave as a north and south for showing, that's why when you're going to keep any compass in any place, it's directed to the north and south pole. And if I'm going to bring any magnet, so magnets is north and south pole is not written. Okay, not written. So we're going to bring it, the point, if the north pointed to the any of the, in which of the part of pole of the magnet, that is become your north pole. And if you're going to rotate like this, so it will go to rotate the same way, because it is also having two poles. So that can be indicated by this compass, which end is your north and which end is your south. If it's not written in the magnet, with the help of compass you can know that. Okay, so this is how the compass works, and compass is widely used for the navigators to find the direction. This is all about the magnet's property and the uses. Next class we're going to read about the caution how to keep safe the magnets. Thank you.